Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused.
Hi. Do you think you can... Okay. Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Prince.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it...
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten.
Okay, that's what she hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but... Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? Only making this more difficult.
Thank you, and you won't.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the prince. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Okay, I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs... Is someone else here? You try the door. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her
Konečně udělala, co jsem říkal.
Tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, or we could use it to... You won't like what happens if... Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm. You cut into her. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains... She didn't so much as utter a sound through the... No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm. How is she still smiling after everything?
Thank you.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. As the princess approaches the bottom... Wait, this isn't fair. Watch me.
What are you...
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have...
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to... But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance. Stop it! Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying...
Konečně princezna, která je aspoň trošičku v hlavě normální, když nepočítáme to, že si chtěla ukosnout ruku. A ty chceš, abych ji zabil? Ne, not happening.
The blade! Move the blade! As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance...
We both know this is...
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It...
Oh no!
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound. It won't.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your room. It can't just end like this. Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. Everything goes dark. And you die.
Damsel. No, je aspoň super vědět, že tahle je jinačí.
You're on a path in the woods, and you're here to slay her.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Omlouvám se, něco tady mám. Co jsem řešil?
A warning. Before you go any, she will lie, she will cheat. If only you knew what you did to us, you villain. Excuse me? Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart. But last time? I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore it. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too... Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Folk... The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. Walk up to the wall. What are you talking about? You reach for... But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of... You take the blade from the table. I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally... Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge. There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need... The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess a soft voice carried...
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice! It's somehow... Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is... We don't even know the princess. We can still do... Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far. My love, we're here to rescue you. You know she can't hear you. She may not be able to hear my word. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, does waiting for you to come back. That's right, villain. And you killed, well, she. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hand. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. We damned a whole world. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible. Horrible for you, maybe. But we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we wanted? We never saw a world end. And now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him
You died, and now we're talking. I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. Are you listening to her? That's... At least you're being honest. I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the The princess shifts in uncomfortable.
Me too. I don't care.
She wasn't confused for long. If she doesn't care, then clearly she didn't end the world. It would take a great desire for evil to do something so inconceivable, and our dearest has not an ounce of cruel... If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best.
She took that in stride. To a surprise. That's because she's perfect.
Tomu moc
Do you
nevěřím, no.
think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no... I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, all...
I'm sorry.
Did we? We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that.
No jelikož teď má zase jenom jeden řetěz, tak si myslím, že to až tak velký problém nebude.
Don't you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her out with... No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just... If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it? Because we've yet to... I'm not sure if... Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil? I think I'd rather believe in facts. Ah, so you're one of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageous... No, I can't let you do that. You what? Take over our body and force us... Yes. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our... You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I can't believe it. I told you, there's no life more worth living than...
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is... Is that a threat? You know what we'll do if you try it. You're going to regret this.
What do we do now?
Let me guess. End the word. Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never...
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever...
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she does... You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave.
The princess closes her eyes in deep
Ona mě
reflection.
zabije, ona mě zabije. Je to v prdeli, ona mě zabije. Já to vidím, to není možné.
And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Are you serious?
Oh, we've been over this one. I don't know. I just want to make you happy.
Jo. Jo, tak to jsme skončili. GG debilované.
That sounds perfect.
As the princess takes your hand in hers, you let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor. We have each other. We don't... I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way... And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to...
Oh no. Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world... Enough with this true love nonsense. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Well, I don't know. Do you think...
Of course she can. But nobody is...
Okay. Yeah, let's do...
Like a pair of teenagers in love. You and the princess place your hand... The lock clicks, and the... I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself a drink before you ruin everything.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you want.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room,
Takže
open the door to the
tenhle
cabin.
celý její charakter je založený na tom, že ona bude dělat to, co my chceme, ne co ona chce. Takže nemá jakoby svoji svobodnou vůli a poslouchá jen prostě to, co my chceme. Kdybych se jí neustále vyptával na to ještě v tom sklepě, tak pravděpodobně by se byl breakdown nějaký u té její postavy, nebo něco takového.
And then you step outside. A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess. She's gone. Where does... Is that a... What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so... Do it then. End us all before I...
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there? We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something, but nothing cannot exist on its own. And because there is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people, fresh tears on a winter's day. No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the space? Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those. This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
My jsme to udělali, no, že je takováhle. Ne ona. Jak říkám, ona... Tahle ta princezna je prostě udělala tak, že dělá všechno pro nás. Což nevím, jestli se mi zrovna líbí.
She has served her purpose. If I did, I would. I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say. One, whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. You've already tried waiting, but I understand if... These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully... The next time I see you, I will be here.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. Are you serious? No, you...